So I thought I wanted to go for the worst ones first, because I thought if I can, the great thing about Catholicism is if I can just prove one of those doctrines false, then the whole system collapses, because they claim God's protecting them from error. And one of the ones that I looked at was contraception, because contraception was something, as an atheist, of course, I believed was the most awesome thing in the world. And as a Protestant, I was able to retain the belief that contraception is fine and good to use. And none of my Protestant friends had any problem with it. You know, all of their parents had contracepted. I mean, it was just, that's the reality. But I realized Catholicism teaches it's wrong. I thought, this is the goofiest teaching I've ever heard. How on earth can you say that it's wrong? And I began to read about it. And as I read about it, even though I didn't like what I was reading, I was impressed that there was a legitimate argument that Catholics made from Scripture, from their tradition, and then also from sort of, I don't know if you want to say philosophy or metaphysics, that this is wrong and here's why. You know, that you're supposed to make a gift of yourself to your spouse and so on. So I wasn't ready to believe that, but I took those arguments and I tried them out with my Protestant roommates and said, I'm going to play the Catholic advocate here and let's debate this. And they said, yeah, let's do it. And one of them was a debater. And so night after night, I would learn these Catholic arguments and I would play them and say, what do you toss this one at them. What are you going to do? Hear their responses. And we were testing, the relative strengths of these claims that Catholicism made. What that showed me, it didn't convince me that the Catholics were right about it, but on that issue, and that was the first one, it showed me that the Catholics didn't just make up something. In fact, there was a pretty good arguments they could put forth that were maybe at least as plausible as the arguments that I believe for contraception, as a Baptist. So that was the first step in analyzing these arguments.